Okay, all right. Today I want to talk to you about setting up a space. So this is an example of a space that you might have set up at home. There's a child-sized table and a child-sized chair. So if you don't have anything that's child-sized, just try to make sure that you have something, a kind of chair that your child can pull out and push in on his or her own. So one of the things that we talk about at school, one of the first lessons that we do, is we talk about using a table. So you come and bring your work to a table and you do your work, and then when you're finished, you stand up and you push in your chair. So this is a really important lesson for us to do at home too, just to keep people from tripping on their chairs and is sort of finishing our work cycle. It's a good habit to be in once we do go back to school. So I would like to show you what it would look like when your child would bring a work to a table. So for instance, if this is my work and I'm using my box, set it down, sit down, I would do my work. When I'm all finished, I put it away, I stand up, I push in my chair, and then I would take my work and put it away. So it's very important that your child has a place to work, that they have their own space. And that could be if you have a small shelf that you can dedicate to them, it could be a portion of a table, wherever you have that they can complete their own work and a place for them to store their work, the materials that they're working with, the things that I send you, a place for them to have it and to keep it organized. It needs to be in a place that they can reach so they can get to their work and they can choose it and they can complete it. So that's important that they have their own workspace. The other things you're going to want to consider is how they will work within your home as a whole. So in addition to having a place to work, you want them to be able to do things throughout your house. So for instance, at work, at school, one of the first things that we do is we show snack. So snack is going to look different depending on your home and how it's set up. At school, we use a pitcher. We use a small child-sized pitcher. And at first, we limit how much water goes into it so that they can only pour a small amount and spills are minimized. But at home, for instance, we have a refrigerator that dispenses water. So one of the lessons that we taught our daughter at home was how to use that. That's how we get our water at home. We don't pour from a pitcher. So she knows how to go and get a cup that's in a drawer that she can reach to go to the refrigerator. She knows how long she can hold it there so that the water doesn't overflow and to get herself a drink. So you'll want to look at your home and see how that's going to be something that your child can do. We also have snack at school. So snack is something that will look different in your house too. You want to make sure that you have plates or bowls somewhere that your children can reach them, maybe in a low drawer or a low cabinet. And then you want to also have silverware like forks, spoons that they can reach. At school, we also do have plastic knives that they use to cut. And by that, I don't mean like the plastic knives you might get from like a fast food restaurant. These are like plastic chef's knives. So they will actually cut carrots, they will cut apples, but they are plastic. So there's a little bit more safety to that. So at school, that's something we use when we prepare snack. So that's something you may want to consider for your home as well. If you're interested in that, you can let me know and I can send you a link to those knives. So at school, we have been doing a variety of fruits and vegetables for snack. And snack is more of a social event at school, but you may find at home that it's actually more of just a practical part of your day, where if your child is hungry, they can go and serve themselves a snack. So we have to make that accessible to them. So if your child is able to go into the refrigerator, maybe you keep some clementine oranges in one of the bottom drawers. Your child knows they can go to the refrigerator. If they're capable of opening the drawer, they can reach in and get themselves a clementine, peel it themselves, and serve themselves snack that way. We want to make sure that every part of the process, from getting the snack to cleaning it up, is something they can handle on their own and that we teach them how to do. So at school, all of these are part of it is taught. So we teach how to pour from a cup. We teach how to do the snack step by step by step. And then when the children choose, we also reinforce to remind them of the different steps. So at school, it's get your plate out, get your name out, wash your hands, and then you can start serving yourself the snack. And at the end, we also make sure that they understand you need to make it beautiful for everybody. So your place needs to be clean when you're done. So those are all part of snack. And maybe if, for instance, your child is not at the point yet where they can open the refrigerator on their own or open the drawers, you could have something that's prepared for them, ready to go when they're ready to have snack in a place that they can reach. Okay. So in order to clean up your snack or anything else around the house that they might do, your children need some tools that they can reach. So at my house, for instance, we have a great supply of these. These are old cloth diapers, and they are great for soaking up any kinds of spills, large or small. So we have these in a place that is accessible by our child, and when there's a spill, she knows she can go and get one. She can take it herself. She can clean up her spill. And then we have a place, a laundry basket for her to hang them on so that they can dry. So these are some things to think about. Maybe in your house you use paper towels, so you want to have the paper towels available to your child. You would also want to show him or her how to get just one piece of the paper towel and how to perforate it so that then you can wipe up the spills. So all of these will be lessons on how to clean up. And these are part of what we do at the very beginning of school, so the children know how to take care of this. Okay, so in addition to being able to clean up wet spills, they will need to clean up dry spills. So this is a great little just broom and brush set. And then if anything spills, if you have granola and it spills, or anything else that you might be working at, the child can go and get this. It needs to be stored where they can reach it. And they can take care of cleaning up the mess, taking it to the trash can themselves. This is another work that we practice. So at school even, we will sometimes put out a tray that has just like fake leaves, you know, like the silk flower leaves or flowers, and the children can try. They can spill them and then practice cleaning them up. So you could do that at home as well. You could have something for them to practice sweeping with. Because sweeping really is something you have to learn. You have to learn to gather everything into one spot. And sometimes you'll even see us mark a square of tile with tape. So we might have usually blue or black electrical tape around one of the squares on the tile, and the children know they can practice sweeping there, and they have to sweep everything into the square and then sweep it into the diagram. So that is something else that you're going to want to have on hand. The last thing I want to show you is one of the other lessons that we have about how to take care of your body. So I also recorded lessons on using the toilet, and I recorded lessons on how to wash your hands. So these are things that we teach every year, starting in the toddler room, going up through kindergarten on our end of the building. The children get a lesson in this every year at the beginning of the year. And one of the things I wanted to cover was using a tissue. So I have a tissue box where they pop up one by one, but you might have a tissue box where they're layered, and at school that's how they are. So we have to teach the children how to choose one tissue instead of a whole bunch of tissues. So we teach them to choose one tissue, and we teach them how to blow their nose. So I fold it over, put it over my nose, and I use one hand to press close my nostril on one side and blow. And then I use, if I made the tissue full, I can pull it, fold it, and put it on my nose, close the other nostril, and blow, and then pinch it away from my nose. And to fold it up, we would put it in the trash can and go wash our hands. Okay, so these are procedures that we teach every year at the beginning of the year, and some things you'll want to go over at home. So thank you very much. I'm going to go dispose of my tissue and wash my hands.